What is up, guys? It's Brillymister here, and welcome to today's video. So this is my top 5 most enjoyable Slayer tasks. Obviously this list is going to be fairly subjective as it is my own personal opinion, and you might have different enjoyable tasks, but these are personally just the tasks that I find the most enjoyable, so I hope you do enjoy it. If you do enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you're notified of all my future releases, and drop a like if you do happen to enjoy the video. So we'll start off with 5th position, and for this I've picked Greater Demons, or more specifically killing a Zamorak boss with a Greater Demon task. Mostly just because it's really nostalgic, even though it is very, very easy now compared to what it used to be, but it's quite an enjoyable task because it does bring back a lot of nostalgia from actually going there as a team of like 2 or 3 people back in the day, like a long time ago, and just actually killing it as a boss. It is quite nostalgic to that, as well as the fact that it does also help you tick off your boss completion log. I actually got a Steam Battle Staff, which is actually something I did need for the log just whilst filming the clips for this, which is pretty cool. And the money is okay, it's not anything ridiculous. You can definitely get more money in a lot of other places. However, you do make some money. It's definitely enough money that's worthwhile. The XP per hour is pretty good here, but again, it's not the best. There are definitely places where you can get a lot more XP per hour, but it's just something that I do actually find personally enjoyable, and that is why I have chosen it for number 5 on this list. So next up and in 4th place is Corrupted Creatures. I mean, this can be pretty much any corrupted creatures from the Scorpions all the way up to the Workers. My preferred one to kill is definitely the Workers, as they do provide the highest XP rate, and the money there is still really good. You get a lot of keys to the crossing when you're on Slayer task, as well as very good consistent drops that just head into your chest, which you can claim whenever you want, and they're just generally a very nice task to kill. Their XP rates are towards the higher end of what you can actually get with Slayer. You can get like 600k XP an hour in like combat stats at Corrupted Warriors, which is pretty ridiculous. As well as making a decent amount of money. Again, there are definitely more profitable Slayer tasks out there. I did do another video on the top 5 profitable Slayer tasks, but you do again make more money. You make more money than you do at Zamorak anyway, as well as having a higher XP rate. Another reason why I chose these to be 4th on the list is they're very chill, they're very AFK. All you kind of got to do is just make sure your prayer doesn't drop and you keep your aggression potion up, and you can pretty much just kill them forever with no real issue at all. And yeah, they're very easy. So very worthy inclusion of an enjoyable task for me personally in 4th place. So 3rd place, I decided to go for Rune Dragons, and this was actually quite a hard one for me to decide between 3rd and 2nd, because they're both pretty similar sort of things that make them enjoyable. Both of them have not too great XP rates and have the potential to make a decent amount of money. The thing that swayed it in the end is the fact that all the steadfast scales and all that sort of thing have all gone down in price quite a lot lately, so they're not as profitable as they used to be. However, you do still make a pretty decent amount of consistent money just from the reinforced dragon bone drops. And if you take your spring cleaner with you, you're constantly breaking down every single kill a small rune plated salvage. So even without anything else, you make a decent amount of money just from those 2 things. And you do still have the chance to get like the steadfast scales, the ragefire glands, and they are a nice boost in cash, but they're nowhere near what they used to be. I think they're like, I haven't even looked recently, but like 3 or 4 mil last time I looked for most of them, whereas they used to be like 20 odd mil. So they're taking a big hit. That's just them being added to the drop tables of elite dungeons, but they are still a pretty good task. The XP is not great here. You get some, obviously, but it's not an amazing XP, but they are a pretty chill task, and I have only unlocked them fairly recently, probably about 6 months ago when I actually did Ritual of the Mars, so they're still kind of new to me, but I do really enjoy doing them, and that's why I put them into 3rd place on this list. 2nd place for me is the Creatures of the Lost Grove, and more specifically the Vine Crawlers. I know you can get much higher XP rates if you go to any of the other Grove creatures there, and you can get them with a Tesla coil thing, and you can get much higher XP rates, but I prefer to do it a lot more relaxed, one at a time here. You still get a decent amount of XP. It's definitely better XP than the Rune Dragons are. The consistent money per hour is fairly similar. You kind of make like 3 to 4 mil an hour, but you do have the chance of getting the ancient elven ritual crystal thing as a drop, which is a very big chunk of money. I think they're like 10 to 15 mil. And then obviously the other drop that you can get from them is the Cinderbane gloves, which are like 20 odd mil. They're a ridiculous amount of money, and they're like 1 in 1500, so they're not hideously rare if you're killing them for Slayer. And they're just quite an enjoyable task to do. They do a little bit more damage on you than some of these other creatures that I've had in the list so far. Like, you can get hit for like 3k plus, so you do have to pay a bit more attention and keep an eye on your life points. But if you do keep your life points high, keep soul split up and everything like that, then they're a pretty chill task again to kill. And they're something that I really do enjoy killing, and is one of my favourite Slayer tasks. So for that reason, second place is definitely where they belong. And first place, my all-time most enjoyable Slayer creature to kill is Nihil, and I just really enjoy doing them. If you stand on the east side, that's pretty much where all the smoke Nihils always spawn, so you can kind of spawn trap them over there, get a few aggroed on you. They don't do a massive amount of damage, so you can just hold soul split up and stay there for as long as you want. You get about 4-ish mil per hour just in the actual drops they get, and then you get all the secondary ingredients for making Nihil familiars on top, and it adds up to like over 7 mil an hour, which is ridiculous for just doing Slayer, not even PVMing really. You're like killing an easy Slayer monster. In my loot from 10 hour videos, I did do a loot from 10 hours of Nihil, and the only thing so far that has beaten the amount of money I made in 10 hours from Nihil is my 10 hours of Hellwear, and I got ridiculously lucky in that and got like 5 drops in 10 hours. Other than that, everything else has been beaten by Nihil so far, just from the sheer amount of GP that you get from those secondary ingredients stacked on top of what you get from their actual drops. They're also quite a chill thing to kill. If you do stick to the smoke and occasionally sort of like the ice Nihil, there's not really any risk or anything. They're not going to kill you unless you do something massively wrong or AFK and don't pay attention. And yeah, they're okay XP. They're not amazing XP, but that's not why you kill these. They're just such crazy money and so easy to kill. So that's why I've chosen them as number 1. And yeah, so that's my personal opinion on these top 5. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you did take the time to get all the way to the end, don't forget to drop a like if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss out on any of my future content. You'll also see on screen now a recommended and a latest video for you. Feel free to check them out if either of them appeal to you. Until next time, see ya.